Welcome back to Creepypasta Storytime.
Konnichiwa.
Yes, the time where we read creepypasta stories. And today we're going to be reading about the Polybius arcade machine.
A rather famous urban legend, if I do say so myself.
And we'll be reading from two sources today, from the Creepypasta Wiki and from the Wikipedia page, because that has a little bit more information on it. And by a little bit more, I mean a lot more. So, who wants to read this?
I'll read the Creepypasta Wiki one.
Alright.
Okay. Polybius is an urban legend about a rare arcade game released in 1981. The game was created by a mysterious company called Sinelskalaschkin, German for sense deletion, and was a puzzle shoot-'em-up somewhat like Tempest. It was only released in a few suburbs of Portland, Oregon. It was supposedly very popular, with people forming long lines to play it. However, players reported strange things about the game, such as hearing a woman crying and seeing grotesque faces come out of the corner of their eyes. Players would also have nightmares or even develop amnesia. Some even committed suicide. Others stopped playing video games altogether, and at least one became an anti-video game activist.
Oh, wow.
According to an arcade game, men wearing black suits would often come to collect records from the game.
Yes.
Black.
Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones.
They did not take any money, simply data on gameplay. Either that or it's the organization. Because of this, the leading theory is that it was some sort of government experiment using subliminal messaging. The game remains in obscurity as, around 1 month after its release, all the cabinets suddenly disappeared. One cabinet reappeared in arcade in 1998, but quickly disappeared again. While some have tried to recreate the game, no one has ever found the original ROM.
The ROM.
Yes. So, in media, since the urban legend flowered into the phenomenon that it is now, there's been many alleged sightings of the Polybius game, as well as a few short videos about it. Yes.
There's a single screenshot, and it says I don't know how to sing it, but
The S word.
if we could find it, we'll have it for the video. And so now I guess I'll read from the Wikipedia page. Okay. Polybius is a supposed arcade game featured in an internet urban legend. According to the story, the Tempest-style game was released to the public in 1981 and caused its players to go insane, causing them to suffer from intense stress, horrific nightmares, and even suicidal tendencies. Are you sure they weren't just playing Sonic 06? Whatever.
No,
A short time.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Oh, wow. A short time after its release, it supposedly disappeared without a trace. Not much evidence for the existence of such a game has ever been discovered. Polybius gets its name from the Greek historian who, among his other works, was known for his works in relation to cryptography and for developing the Polybius square. The story. According to the story, an unheard-of new arcade game appeared in several suburbs of Portland, Oregon in 1981, something of a rarity at the time. Rarity. The game proved to be incredibly popular to the point of addiction. Lines formed around the machines, often resulting in fighting over who played next. This was followed by clusters of visits from men in black. Rather than the usual marketing data collected by company visitors to arcade machines, they collected some unknown data, allegedly testing responses to the psychoactive machines. The players themselves suffered from a series of unpleasant side effects, including amnesia, insomnia, nightmares, night terrors, and even suicide in some versions of the legend. Some players stopped playing video games, while reportedly one became an anti-gaming activist. The supposed creator of Polybius is Ed Rotberg, and the company named in the legend is Sinelskalaschkin, what seems to be a slightly incorrect German translation for "to have erased your mind." often named as either a secret government organization or a code name for Atari. The gameplay is said to be similar to Tempest, a shoot-'em-up game using vector graphics, while the game is said to contain subliminal messages which would influence the action of anyone playing it. The origin.
Yeah, what are vector graphics even?
It's kind of like a wireframe,
Yeah, that's right.
like a Star Fox type.
Yeah, Star Fox and those old NES space games.
Oh, yeah. There's a Star Wars game like that.
The exact origin of the legend is unknown. Some internet commentators think it originated as a Usenet hoax. Other bloggers believe the story is a true urban legend, one that grew out of exaggerated and distorted tales of an early release version of Tempest that caused problems with photosensitive epilepsy, motion sickness, and vertigo. The early release of the game was therefore pulled. Legacy. Several people have claimed to have a ROM image of the game, but none of them have been made it available for public scrutiny, a lack of hard evidence situation typical of hoaxes. Conflicting information is even circulated regarding the style or genre of the game, with some sources claiming it's a maze-style game, while others describe it as an action space fighter. The Polybius legend received some mass-market attention in the September 2003 issue of GamePro magazine. What the heck was that? Alright. As part of a feature story on video game urban legends called Secrets and Lies, the magazine determined the legend to be neither true nor false, but inconclusive. Additionally, Snopes.com claims to have debunked the myth as a modern-day version of the 1980s rumor of Men in Black visiting arcades and taking down the names of high scorers at the arcades. In 2011, the Polybius machine was allegedly found in Newport, Oregon storage locker. An unnamed person said that the game was recognizable from its name on the site. It looks like an old Pac-Man game. The alleged game soon vanished after the reports. In October 2012, a Polybius cabinet appeared in the lineup of arcade games at a barcade in Brooklyn, New York. The owner claims it to be the original, but this was quickly revealed to be a Halloween joke. Stephen Roach. On March 20th, 2006, a man by the name of Stephen Roach made a post on coinop.org telling the story of his involvement with the Polybius, and how he hoped to lay it to rest. He claimed that he had been working for a South American company that wished to promote a new approach to computer graphics, possibly vector graphics. The game was claimed to be very inventive and addictive, but the graphics, through mistake rather than design, were dangerous and prompted epileptic fits. The product was recalled, the subcontractors were disbanded, and the program was lost. On April 26, 2006, Dwayne Weatherall of GamePulse.co.uk interviewed Roach after he posted this message. Posted this message on another forum. The Roach story contained a number of inconsistencies. Some of it seems to be directly sourced from Wikipedia, which has the suggestion of Cyber Yogi's involvement, which was the product of extensive searching through Usenet archives on the part of a Wikipedia editor. The interview also included some of Roach's background, including the revelation that he comes from Ryle, Wales, and a possible recreation of the storyline. PC game. On July 20th, 2007, a Cinesloshen website went online and offered a freeware Polybius game and cabinet art for download. The game, created with Dark Basic, features gameplay and graphics based on interviews with Stephen Roach and messages taken from the 1988 movie They Live. The game and site were made by the same person who created and released other freeware games at the site Rogue Synapse. In fact, both Cinesloshen and RogueSynapse.com point at the same IP address, while the PC Polybius game can be seen running in a custom cabinet in a photograph at Rogue Synapse. Several videos of the game have been made and uploaded to YouTube, where it is often described as if it were an actual game the urban legend is about. Some videos, due to their spinning graphics, may cause harmful effects to those with epilepsy. Popular culture. A Polybius machine was featured in a gag in the September 24, 2006 episode of The Simpsons titled, "Please Homer, Don't Hammer 'em." In an arcade full of outdated arcade machines from the 1970s and 1980s, Polybius can be seen in the background. On its panel, only one button can be seen, presumably the start button. To further this booth, the front of the machine was printed with the words "Property of the U.S. Government." The short-lived G4 TV series Blitzer had a story arc centered around the search for the Polybius, although the final installment was never filmed due to the series cancellation.
Sure.
The Polybius legend is an integral part of the plot of Doomsday Arcade, a video series hosted by Escapist magazine. The comic book series Hack and Slash, a slasher by the name of Grinface, was jointly inspired by Polybius and Splatterhouse, according to Tim Seeley. And Batman Incorporated #1, during 2012, a man can be seen playing Polybius in a bar next to Pandora. And that's so that's Polybius.
Yep.
Interesting tale. Since we're all gamers, you know.
Yep, had to do something game related.
Watch some random guy comes in. Some random guy comes in. It's like, games are evil.
I guess he played Polybius. Yep.
The next one we do is also going to be game related and rather popular.
Oh boy, what's this one?